your profile in Unknown Market Wizards, which is phenomenal. Everyone listening, I recommend you read the book. In it, you were talking about how you love fading CNBC. And there's not many times that I read a financial trading book and I'm audibly laughing. This is one of the times that I was actually audibly laughing, because it's exactly what you're saying right there. It's a group of people who kind of think that they know better than most. And then there you are actually fading them. Like, it seems like that's a thing you like to do. Is that still an aspect of your trading? Is it something you still pay attention to, or do you no longer really consume financial news?
I pay attention to it very closely. I am always trying to decipher what consensus is. Commitments of Traders helps me do that. So does listening to the people, right? I'm trying to decipher what consensus is, and more importantly, or equally importantly, why is the consensus that? What is it that they're looking? Because I'm looking for that news failure thing, right? So what is it that's going to give them that belief, right? So that I can watch how the market reacts. I mean, look, these people are all calling for the end of the world. We had a banking crisis a few months ago, and the market went down for about 3 days. You know, you want to talk about news failure, right? Here was this was it. You know what I mean? If the market was going to crash, it had a perfect excuse to crash during that, right? And it didn't. Right? That's the market telling you, man. Like, people are too short. Okay. It's that simple. To me, it's that simple, right? Now, people will come out and say, well, the Fed bailed them out and the SEC, whoever bailed them out. And you can say that all you want. But the bottom line is the market was telling you very clearly that it ain't going down. Right. And that's kind of a news failure type of thing. But yes, I do listen to these people way too much. You know, I have friends who say to me, I don't know how you listen to those people. They're idiots. I'm like, that's precisely why I listen to those people. Like, I don't understand what you don't get. You know what I mean? I am too stupid to figure out what the market's going to do. So I need them to tell me, and I need them to tell me in complete confidence and in complete consensus. You know, there are times when there isn't a consensus, but like now, I would argue, but certainly at the beginning of this year, there was a 110% consensus that the stock market was going to go down the first half of the year, right? And you get that. I usually can get that read on all the financials, because they're always talking about stocks, bonds, currencies, gold sometimes. You know, it's very difficult to me to get that consensus on soybeans. However, there are times when all of a sudden they will talk about soybeans. And then I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? These guys never talk about soybeans. And now they're all talking about soybeans. What is that telling me, right? You just look at the dollar. Nobody was talking about dollar, you know, this whole first half of this year. And then suddenly, in the last month, the dollar got rocked, got to new lows, and now everybody's talking about dollar again, right? And it's natural, clearly, because what's moving is what makes news, and what's making news is what people want to watch on TV, and then that's what they're going to focus on the TV. I get that, right? But that's precisely the kind of things you want to fade. You know, it's like when my mom is calling me, and my mom doesn't call me up and say this, but if my mom is calling me up and saying, what's going on with the dollar? I mean, we're getting close, is my point, right?
I like that.
And we all know that. We all know those stories, right? And that's just how the markets work, and it's because of this positioning thing and this consensus thing.